What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to today's video. As you can see from the title, we are doing a price breakdown on the Ford Focus that we had in our last video. So it's now complete, everything's done. I didn't want to drag it out over different episodes, to be honest. There wasn't a great deal that needed doing. Yeah, I wanted to wait until the car was done and then obviously do a walk around, show you what we've been doing, and then yeah, just sort of do a price breakdown. Explain how much I've paid for the car, all the bits and bobs, and then how much we're going to be selling it for, hopefully. So if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already, and if you haven't done so, make sure your bell notification is on, so you're notified when we next upload a video. So let's get into it. Okay, so here it is, all done. Excuse the dirty hands. I've just changed the front brake pads. So they are now, there we go. So we've changed got new pads on. Obviously giving it a clean. For those of you that watched the first video, you would have seen that this was all pushed in. There was a little bit of paint peeling in the previous paint job on the bumper. Wasn't great, so we had the bonnet repainted, we've had the bumper repainted, put a new grille in, we've sorted out the fog light issue and the surrounds around the side. We've got some new headlights. I've fitted the first one. All I've got left to do is to fit the other side. You can see a different pattern there, and also this one has lines along it, and it's got this daytime running light here, whereas it hasn't got it here. So these are off a ST line. Got them really cheap, so I'll get into that after. We've just got to change that. It's literally 2 bolts and that's done. So a little walk around, giving it a good clean as well. I'll show you inside. Around to the back. There's little marks here and there, but you know what? I'm not going to get too involved in that. It is a 9-year-old car. Not 9-year-old, what is it? 23. It's a 7-year-old car, so it's going to have some wear and tear. All good round there. We've had 2 new tyres on the front. They've been changed. That wheel is the worst out of the lot. It's got quite a bit of scuffing on it. We've changed the drop link. There was a problem with the rad pack. It was quite loose, so we've had to seat it out and sort that out. From the last video as well, you'd have seen that we serviced it. We come inside, there's a little dent there. Again, not going to worry too much about that. The mats are a bit dirty, but other than that, I mean, the seats as well, they're not massively clean. They could do with a wet vac. I'm probably going to do that off camera. But we changed this. We had this surround as well put in. What else have we done? We changed the rear light as well. So it was just waiting for it to come back from the paint shop. Done all the other little bits. 2 new headlights, the grille, the bumper, the bonnet. What else have we done? I feel like I'm missing something, but drop link, that was done. The steering was sort of all over the place, so we've addressed that. That was the tyres, so the tyres are now all good on this. Yeah, it was a pretty easy car to fix. There was nothing too major wrong with it. Like I said in a previous video, I bought this off of someone. I didn't buy it from an auction. The guy wanted a quick sale, got it for the right price, and that's where I'm going to go into the price breakdown with you guys now. Okay, so I'm joined by my trusty assistant here. We're going to read out the prices, everything that we've bought for the car, the total price, how much I intend to sell the car for, and the profit that will leave after. I did forget that I've put a new driver's engine mount on because there was a bit of a knock on that side. I had it looked at the garage, and they said it was the engine mount. So right, you read out how much did we buy the Focus for?
£1,940.
So we did £1,940 we paid for the car, which at the time probably was the cheapest Mark III Focus, in good working condition. At the time, I would say, you know, it'd be hard to get one of these at the moment for that price. So I do believe that it was the cheapest in the UK. So We got a rear bulb. How much was that?
£1.
Yeah, we had 2 front tyres already lying about, so we had to pay to get them switched over, and they cost
£30.
Then on the front bumper, the 2 fog light surrounds, we paid
£22.
£22 for that. The front grille, the honeycomb grille, we paid
£36.
We paid £36 for the front grille. We did have to buy a driver's front fog light because the other one, the tabs had broken, and that cost
£14.
Yeah. And then the headlight switch surround, which is down here, we paid.
That was hard to find as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, and we paid how much for that?
£20.
We bought a second-hand engine mount off of eBay, and that was
£18.
And then obviously we've got the bonnet and the bumper repaired and painted, and then that cost
£300.
Yeah. And both front headlights cost
£150.
So that brings a total, well, as well I had to pay £60 at a mechanics for them to diagnose the knock, because I looked underneath, everything looked fine, couldn't find what it was, so that was £60. So the total price was £2,591 that we've paid. So we've paid £2,591 so far on this car. Now I'm looking to sell. Now they're going for £6.5 grand plus for these cars. Now this is a titanium model, so it's quite it is a bit of a higher spec model car than others. So that will obviously go in its favour. But I want to sell this car for
£5,400.
So that will leave us with a potential profit margin of £2,809. So let me know in the comments, do you think that's a realistic price to sell the car for? Do you think we've done well with getting all the parts that we have for the price? We've on parts, say £2,600, we have spent £640, £631 actually, on all the bits for the car. Now half of that, a big chunk of that was getting it resprayed and stuff, and getting the bodywork done on the bumper and bonnet. So that is all done now. It looks amazing. Edward here has given it a clean. You've given it a nice clean, haven't you? So yeah,
I still need to do that bit, but
that's fine, that's not a problem. But we're ready to put it on the market. And yeah, if any of you guys are interested in buying the car, drop me a message on Instagram at Salvage Diaries, and I'll get back to you. It is going to be going live on eBay and Auto Trader. So yeah, now I've got a little idea of the next video, the next sort of series I'm going to do. Now I've got an account with BCA, British Car Auction, so I'm going to look to buy something that's not as damaged, and just sort of do like a day in the life of a car trader, sort of, you know, buying and selling, and sort of see what we can do. Set myself a little challenge. I might do like a £1,000 to £50,000 challenge to see 50,000, yeah, sort of start with £1,000, flip our way up to eventually hopefully £50,000, and then once we hit a £50,000 mark, all being well, then we'll buy a £50,000 car. That will be our budget, so we might buy a £35,000 car, spend 15,000, you know, something along them lines anyway. So yeah, once we hit a 50,000, we might do something like that. But we're still going to be buying the crash damage cars, but this one's ready to go, so bear with me. In the next one, we're going to be buying something interesting, all being well. So thank you guys for watching today, and if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, that really helps the channel, and go and follow us on Instagram at Salvage Diaries. So anything else you want to add?
no,
No?
not really.
We're happy with this?
Yeah.
Yeah, job well done.
I think somebody will have a nice car when they're done.
Job well done, don't leave me hanging.
Sorry.
Peace, see you soon.